Hello, radiographers. Hope you are doing good. MRI of ear is a very common MRI doctor advices. So today I am going to show you the technique of MRI ear and also the 3D processing. So without further ado, let's start the MRI. So MRI ear protocols are in the brain folder, and from the brain select the IAC or ear. So first, let's introduce the protocols. First, the two localizer we will take, and then the one sagittal and one flare of the brain. So there is two brain sequences, and the others are the air protocol. The fifth number protocol is the T2 space transverse ISO 0.6, and this is a 3D protocol. And then the T2 coronal 2 millimeter and the T1 coronal 2 millimeter, and the T2 axial fat set 2 millimeter, and then goes on. So first the localizer has started, and this localizer gives us the first image for planning of the air. And now I am planning the second localizer, and second localizer I will the place on the air area, and there is a one sagittal slice, and it will place on the air. So after the proper planning, you click apply, and this has localizer gives us the right region of air. The hash localizer is running and gives us the live image on the progress step window, and the hash localizers are showing in the window. And now I am planning for the T1 sagittal. You can see that the T1 team sagittal is opened, and now I'm planning for the whole brain and planning on the coronal image for the sagittal images, and also you can show the axial image for proper slice planning. And this is the axial image, and I am giving the proper angle for the sagittal images, just midline of the brain, parallel to the midline of the brain. And if satisfied, then and when the slice planning is completed, and then click apply and adjust the field of view. I make sure that the slices are parallel to the midline of the brain. So I take time for planning. And adjust the saturation band, that the saturation band is not on the region of interest or in our field of view. And I increase the slice thickness a little bit and then click apply. Now I am planning for T2 flare brain or T2 dark fluid. So this is an axial sequence, and that's why I'm planning on the sagittal and coronal image and planning the slices perpendicular to the midline of the brain and angling the field of view so that the images are in proper plan the slices on the coronal image so that the slices goes through the both side of the brain through the same area. And after the planning, click apply. Now the 3D protocol T2 space has opened. For that, I drag the localizer to the window, and the 3D protocol is axial slices, axial protocol. So I am adjusting this 3D protocol on the air region. So this is a slab. There is a slice of slab. There is a multiple slices. And look at that. There is 72 slices in the slab, and the thickness is 0.6 millimeter. So the thickness is very thin. There is very thin slices, 0.6 millimeter, and there is 72 slices in this box or in this slab. So plan the midline of the slab parallel to the air or vestibulocochlear. You can see the vestibulocochlear in the coronal image from the HEST localizer. So plan the 3D protocol like this and click apply. Now the T2 coronal 2 millimeter for air sequence has opened, and for this I have to plan on the axial images and sagittal image. So axial image bring the vestibulocochlear region in the view and adjust the slices so that the slices are parallel to the vestibulocochlear and semicircular canal on the both sides, and also see the sagittal image so that the slices are perpendicular, and then click apply. And then T1 coronal open, and I copied the plan from the T2 coronal, so I no need to plan again this protocol T1 coronal. And then T2 axial facet protocol opened. So for this I have to plan on the coronal images, and I slightly zoom the coronal images for planning, and look at there is the vestibulocochlear showing on the both sides. So plan the axial slices on the coronal image and parallel to the vestibulocochlear channel on the both sides. So my 3D sequences have completed, and this is the images of the 3D sequences. Both the slices are, all of the slices are 0.6 millimeter, very high resolution images here, and you can also see the nerves up in the midbrain. So there is the trigeminal nerve. I am showing the trigeminal nerve, right trigeminal nerve, and there is the left trigeminal nerve. So if any doctor want to see the cranial nerves or trigeminal nerves, you can select this protocol from here. And now the vestibulocochlear nerve, you can see the vestibulocochlear nerve on the left, and this is the right side of the vestibulocochlear nerve. So nerves are very delicately shown here. The thin nerves cannot show in the thick slices like brain protocol, 5 millimeter protocol cannot show the nerves. So to see the nerves, you must select the thin slices. Now I am planning the axial images on the our T2 coronal image, proper coronal image, so that I can visualize the whole vestibulocochlear and semicircular canal. So I am planning on that area parallel to the vestibulocochlear and semicircular. And when the T1 axial, T2 axial planning finished, I copied the planning for T1 axial. So this is the T1 axial opened, and I'm planning T1 axial, and I copied the planning from this T2 axial so that the images show the proper planning on the both protocol. So after the planning, click apply, and the protocols will scan consecutively. And this is the 3D images we have taken, and then select the series and click the 3D Ampere, and now the 3D app open, and on the 3D tab uh, make all the window MIP. Select the MIP. This is the MIP tab, and then adjust the window to show the vestibulocochlear clearly, and you can rotate the image, and from the BY punch mode you must crop the image. So draw an area like this and remove the area out of this punch clip, and then also select the area that you don't need and remove. So by rotating the image, you have to cut out the unwanted vision from the area. So there is a noise area. So remove this area. So only keep the vestibulocochlear and semicircular canal, and rotate so that you can view the unwanted area that you don't want to show in the image. So in this angle, I'm showing that this area is not necessary. So I will crop this area and remove this. So do this 3D processing very carefully and slowly, so that you would cut out the target area and adjust the window to view more unwanted areas to cut out. So I am going very borderline to remove the noisy area. So I think this is the most important part in the MRI of AR, making the 3D images. And I do this 3D process while the other scan is running in the background. So I always take the 3D protocol at first, and then the other protocols. So it takes patience to make the 3D images better. So you have to be patient and careful. So when the cutting complete, you will make the images. So I select the radial ranges and 19 images. I will select 27 images. I will make and click start, and the 27 images created, and I send it to the film and also the reference image. So now I am in the filming tab. So I am in the filming tab and selecting the 4:7 format and remove the reference image from the each segment and zooming in the images. So this is the first frame I will print for the air. And I will make another two images for the right and left separately. So I will drag the UI box and only keep the right internal auditory canal. So you can adjust the area, and when it's complete, just select the radial ranges and make the images you want and click start. The image is created, and you can save it as the comment right here, that this comment will appear in the images, the bottom of the images, and also the series name right here, so that I can find out in the later. So here you can show the exam is complete. And now I'm going for the left internal auditory canal to make the 3D images. Select the radial ranges and create the slices and save as, then comment left air and series name left air, then click OK, then close, and then close from the 3D. So from the patient browser, you can see that the right ear and left ear appears. So from this, I drag the right ear to the filming and remove the reference images and zoom in the images. This is the right ear. So I'm adjusting the zoom pen, and this is the second 3D film I'm giving. Maybe the slices are reverse here. This will be the first image, and now the left ear I took to the filming. I complete the filming processor very fast. I'm zooming in for the better view of the vestibulocochlear and semicircular canal. So from the browser, I'm selecting the T2 coronal and T1 coronal both at the same time. And in the viewing tab, I am viewing the images, and by selecting the series, both the series, I send it to the filming. I will print both the series in one film, and I take the layout of 4:6. So there is 46, sorry, 4:6, 24 images, 12 T2 coronal and 12 T1 coronal. So at the upper part, I give the T2 coronal images, and the lower half, I give the T1 coronal images, and I'm dragging the reference images for the coronal images. You can drag from the browser to the filming for reference image. So adjust the window and print. So this is the fourth film I print, and now the axial images I will print for the air. And there is a T2 axial fat set. The first one is the T1 axial T2 axial fat set, and the next one is the normal T1 axial. So I am rotating the image slightly so that the images become straight, and I'm viewing the image both the series at the same time, and I send the both the series on the filming. And now I'm in the filming and selecting the 4:6 layout because there is 24 images. So in the first half there is T2 fat set axial, and the bottom half there is T1 axial, and I am again dragging the image for the reference image from the browser, and now adjusting and zoom pen. After the proper zoom pen and windowing, you can print. So this is the fifth film I printed. So the first three 3D film I give print, and then one is coronal, and then the axial. So hope you understand the proper technique of the MRI air. So if you like this video, please share this with your friend and follow my page and subscribe my YouTube channel. And you can share your opinion in the comment box. So thank you, and wait for the next video.